Today we will be showing you how to install a 10x14 vinyl traditional pergola. However, they are also available in the sizes listed on your screen. The tools and accessories that are required in order for you to complete your installation will be laid out in your manual. Make sure to review those so that you have everything you need in order to complete the installation. Once you have located all the tools required in order to complete the installation, make sure that you are following all the local guidelines and regulations in order to complete the installation safely. You can start by unpacking the kit that we will provide for you. Make sure to locate all the necessary items in order to complete the installation. If for whatever reason there are any missing pieces, please contact us at the number listed on your screen. Now that you have located all of the items, we can start with post assembly. We recommend attaching your structure directly to a concrete pad or footers. Mark off the desired location for the structure placement that fits your outdoor area using the footprint of your structure. Standard sizes can be found in the assembly manual that will be provided for you in your kit. Locate the posts and identify the side with the post spacer. This is the side that you will install the brackets on. The wood inside should be flush with the top of the vinyl sleeve. Place 2 post anchor brackets on each post on opposing sides as shown in the manual. Ensure the bottom of the anchor brackets are flush with the bottom of the post, then fasten them with 4 2.5-inch brown screws per bracket. Set the post in place with the lines that you made. Drill into the concrete using a hammer drill with a 1/2-inch by 6-inch drill bit. Fasten the posts using 1/2-inch anchor bolts through the post brackets. Once the anchor bolts are in place, make sure posts are level. This can be adjusted by loosening or tightening the anchor bolts. Locate the post skirt trim pieces. Start by placing the 6-inch plain trim piece over the post, followed by the center sleeve trim piece and the top cap trim piece. You can now move on to the post and header assembly section of the manual. A tip for installing the headers is to use a wood block not provided on each end of the header. You can cut a piece of 2x4 off the skid that your pergola arrived in. Attach to the top of the header and have one end protruding past the end of the header to rest on the post. Center the header assembly on the post and align the top. Fasten the header assembly to the posts using 2.5-inch white screws through all the pre-drilled holes. You may now remove the block. Install 2 2.5-inch white screws towed in from the top as shown. Repeat this process for each header. You can now move on to the top plate assembly section of the manual. Locate the top plates and place them on the structure. Make sure the end of each top plate is centered diagonally on the corner posts. Place the triangle brackets on the top plates at each corner of the structure. Make sure to keep the brackets as close to the inside edge as possible. Fasten the triangle brackets to the top plates using 1-inch stainless steel screws. Leave the 2 center holes empty for now. Make sure each top plate has the same amount of overhang on each side. Fasten the top plates to the structure using 2.5-inch white screws through the empty center holes on the triangle brackets. Finish fastening the top plate to the structure using 2.5-inch white screws approximately every 16 inches. Note that these holes are not pre-drilled. You can now move on to the rafter and stringer assembly section of the manual. Place a 2x6 rafter on each side of the structure. Make sure the outside of each rafter is flush with the outside of the top plates. Each rafter should have 4 inches of overhang out past the top plate. Fasten the outside rafters using 2.5-inch white screws up through all the pre-drilled holes in the top plates. Place the rest of the rafters in position and space them using the rafter spacer. Each rafter should have 4 inches of overhang out past the top plate. Make sure the wood insert is not protruding out past the vinyl sleeve on each side before fastening. Fasten the rest of the rafters using 2.5-inch white screws up through the rest of the pre-drilled holes in the top plate. Place the 2x2 stringers on top of the structure. Space the stringers out using the included spacer. The stringer should be inset 4 inches from the end of the rafters and have 4 inches of overhang as shown in the manual. Fasten the stringers using a 2-inch panhead screw at each intersection. Note to not over-tighten these screws in order to prevent the plastic from breaking. Continue on until all of the stringers have been fastened to the rafters. You can now move on to the final assembly section of the manual. Attach the post skirt with 2-inch panhead screws on opposing sides, opposite of the post anchor brackets. Apply PVC cement to the inside of the rafter caps and place them on the rafters. Apply PVC cement to the inside of the stringers and insert the stringer caps. Use the foam cleaning pad included in your hardware box to remove any scuffs or dirt that may have occurred during installation or shipping. Attach the Country Lane logo on the inside of one of the headers. It contains the serial number for your structure.